Hello and welcome to a wind down after work stretch. Take it away, McKenna.
Hi everyone. All right, so we're gonna start laying on our belly today. So from here, we're gonna start in Sphinx. Go ahead and bring your arms in front of you, parallel to one another. Your elbows should be about 1 or 2 inches ahead of your shoulders. Maybe you wing out those fingertips.
Ooh, that's good. I use
Yeah.
my fingers a lot.
So your shoulders, you're gonna wanna bring them away from the ears. Chest is lifted. Perhaps you gaze forward, or the option to release the neck and bring the head down towards your mat, maybe gazing towards your navel.
Oh, that's nice.
You may feel a nice release of that low back.
If you feel pain on this, try and arch from your upper low back instead. You might have a little facet issue there. Or if it doesn't feel well at all, don't do it. Your breath is helping out on this one. Breathe through your nose the entire time. Your nose is for breathing.
All right, and from here, we're gonna bring our right cheek to meet the mat. We're gonna bring our left arm to a cactus shape on that left side. And go ahead and slide your left knee up so it's parallel with your left hip. Your right arm goes alongside your right side body, palm face up. You should feel some sensation here in the left hip and groin. If you're feeling a bit too much or there's any compression in the low back, maybe you slide that left knee a little bit further away from your body.
I'm going to add a little bit here and just take it to the next level by putting my hand up and then pushing and twisting my body a little bit and try and get in that groin just a bit. Feeling that inner thigh, pushing my hand down into the ground.
All right, and we'll slide our left knee back to center. Bring both hands back to center. And again, you can find yourself in Sphinx, or if you're wanting a little bit deeper compression, go ahead and move your hands to the outside corners of your mat. Perhaps you bring them a little bit closer. Press through those palms, lift the chest, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Perhaps you gaze at the top of your mat or slightly ahead of it. Should feel some compression of the low back.
That's a bit too Cirque du Soleil for me. I'm going to stay right here.
All right, and again, you'll gently lower your chest to the mat. And this time our left cheek is gonna meet the mat. Our right arm will come out to a cactus shape. Left arm goes along your body and your right knee slides up so it's in line with your right hip.
And I'll go ahead and do the modification just to get a little bit more into it and just push that hand into the ground. Oh, I'm feeling good in that right groin now. That's great. Little spinal twist here. Relax that face. You put in a good day today. It's time to let your mind unwind.
All right, go ahead and slide that right leg back to center. Move your hands so they're about underneath your shoulders. Go ahead and press yourself up. Find yourself in a neutral tabletop position, and you're gonna bring your knees to the outside corners of your mat. Bring your toes to touch, and go ahead and sit back onto your heels. Bring those arms forward, allow the elbows to find a nice bend, and let your forehead meet the mat.
A nice stretch in my lats right now, right up in here. Beautiful. Even better with the deep breaths.
If you're searching for a little bit more sensation of that upper back, maybe you bring those hands a little bit further towards the top of your mat. Maybe you bring those elbows off your mat.
Or maybe even get on the fingertips.
If you're having too much compression in your hip or groin area, maybe you take a kitchen towel and just place it right in between your thigh and your belly. All right, go ahead and bring yourself back to a neutral tabletop. We're gonna do some cat-cows here. So for cow, we'll drop the belly, lift the chest, and gaze to the top of your room. And exhale into cat, round the spine, bring the tailbone in, tuck your chin. And again, inhale for cow, dropping the belly, lifting the chest.
Pulling the shoulders down.
All right, and on this next one, we're going to bring our knees and our feet to touch. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you can tuck those pinky toes as you walk your hands back. We're gonna just stretch out our feet here. So maybe you leave your palms on your thighs, if that feels good for you. Bring those shoulders away from your ears, chest is lifted. Again, we gaze forward.
Good for barefoot walking. Getting those toes just stretched out. We don't use our toes enough. We need to start grasping the substrate below and really awakening our toes. We wrap our shoes, wrap our feet in these tight, fully radically comfort shoes. There's too much cushion, too much heel, and we lose our toes. It's time to regain our toes, reclaim the toes.
All right, from here, you're gonna walk forward. untuck those toes, allow the tops of your feet to meet your mat. And again, we're gonna walk ourselves backwards, sitting on our heels. Option to stay here if you feel a sensation already in the ankles. If you're asking for a little bit more, maybe you bring those hands behind you and you begin to lift your knees slightly off your mat.
Lift the knees.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. If you can't lift the knees, no worries.
Lift the hips.
You can lift the hips if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Perhaps you stay here.
Oh, that is so nice.
Again, we want the chest lifted, the shoulders away from the ears. You should be feeling it in your ankles. Again, if this is too much for you,
You can use the block.
yeah, totally use a block. All right, and from here, we're gonna move into deer. So you're gonna walk yourself forward. You can bring that right knee up towards your right hand. Maybe you sit down on that right side, swing this left leg up. You want your right shin to be parallel with the top of your mat, and this left leg maybe at a 90-degree angle behind you. From here, you want the chest lifted. Maybe you walk your hands directly in front of this first knee. Maybe you land on your forearms. Perhaps you use a block with the forearms.
Reminds me of those 90/90 videos.
Yeah,
The hip openers.
totally.
These are great.
Option to drop the head if you'd like.
The nose goes in between the knee and the ankle.
All right, and we'll walk ourselves back up.
Let's do a little one where we just lean back and we get the joint capsule here. And just hold it for about 15 seconds. Oh yeah, that's nice. Try and really let it go. Let that hip go. Good. Go for it.
All right, and we'll just swing this left leg back in front of us. Just get a little movement here, maybe some windshield wipers, just to the left and the right. And then we're gonna go into deer on the left side. So we'll swing this left knee up towards the front of our mat. Shin is parallel with the top of our mat. And our right leg is maybe gonna be in a 90-degree angle behind us. And again, option to stay lifted if you already feel sensation in this front hip and back hip. Option to walk yourself down onto your forearms, onto your hands, maybe onto a block.
This is really a daily thing.
Totally, yeah. We're aiming for sensation back here along this left glute and our left hip.
Now let's just come up and just lean back now. We're gonna come back and joint capsule on the right side. Oh, so nice. Ligaments and cartilage and often joints don't have good blood supply. And so when you move them into their extreme ranges of motion, you can draw blood into the area. You can wring the area out, get rid of metabolic waste, and bring in nutrition into cartilage, into discs, into joints. Good.
All right, and again, we'll just do some nice windshield wipers here. Get some movement.
Kitty, kitty.
And then we'll take a nice seated position, and we'll just one by one lower ourselves down to the ground. Maybe we bring our arms out to the side to a T shape, and go ahead and lift those knees so that they're right above your hips. And gently lower them to the left side of your body.
The whole time.
Totally. Just feel a nice twist, a nice elongation along that right side of your body. Perhaps you turn and face the right side of the room. You can even use your left hand and grab your knees if you want a little bit more. All right, and go ahead and gauge those abs, bring them back to center, and then gently lower them to the right hand side. Again, maybe use that right hand to guide them down a little bit deeper. And then release to the left side of the
This is one of those poses that's great for digestion.
Gently back to center. Maybe you give yourself a nice big hug, thanking yourself for setting aside this time. Maybe you rock back and forth a little bit. All right.
Thanks for taking care of you today. You did a beautiful job. Remember, self-care is hands-on, high-quality healthcare.